guys. Alright, so I just recorded a video starting to test out the Hydro Grip Primer. I've already got foundation on and I'm gonna do a kind of 5-ish minute face. Kind of because I have foundation on. You don't need foundation when you're just, you know, doing a 5-minute face and running late. I like to use this under my eyes, a light concealer. A spot treat, kind of. Sorry, I'm digging around. It's gonna be a little slow today. This is what I will use to, like, if I have pimples or redness. Today I'm looking pretty good, surprisingly. My face is, at least. So I'm just gonna blend this in. And go down the nose, just kind of like brightens up the eye area. And if you want, you can just do 2 dots here and a dot here, and then just blend it in and out, and it kind of lifts the eye area up. I don't always do that. In fact, if I'm on autopilot, I never do it. So concealer's on. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush and like a skin tone, like a very light eyeshadow, just to kind of even out the skin tone on my eyelids. Just kind of plop that on your eyes. This kind of helps hide any discoloration or, like, I don't know, my eyelids get very dark and purpley blue. So that fixes that right up. And I'm actually going to use like this use a flat shadow brush. I'm going to use this very warm brown. I rarely use this color. I'm so tired. I need more coffee. I know this is supposed to be 5 minutes, but whatevs. Y'all, I'm so not peppy today. Like, okay, so I got the really bright brown on, just in your crease. That's all you really need. This is like a 1 color eyeshadow. You don't even have to do the light color. If you just want like a serious 5-minute face, just define your crease. That's all you probably need to do. And I know I was like being goofy with my 5-minute face last time, just for fun. We like to have fun around here when we can, which is like all the time. We can have fun all the time. We can do whatever we want. Life is supposed to be fun. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. It's turning kind of like a darker color than I expected, which is fine. I kind of go in here and fluff it out. And if you want, you can add some kind of like shimmery color. It brightens your eyes up, or like a lighter tone right here in your eyelid, which I'm gonna go with a Lorac. I'm gonna get this color. Actually, I'm gonna do this really pretty purple in my crease too. Just a touch, not very much. Just to add some like color. You know what I mean? Something besides just brown. And we're gonna get a different fluffy brush. This is a tapered fluffy brush. We're just gonna use this to blend these 2 colors together. And I did say 5-minute-ish. And I am moving slow. I probably shouldn't film until I've had my coffee. Now we're gonna use this silvery sparkly just in the center of the eyelid. See how that opens it up a little bit? I'm gonna do something I usually don't do because I like this stuff. And it smells like chocolate and it makes me happy. Tiny bit of bronzer on this like flat sculpting brush. It's very dense, so it picks up a lot of product. Just be really like careful when you do this, because you don't want to have a giant brown streak. And you want to go for the hollows. Like, I never contour. I just like this bronzer. You just want to go for the hollows of your cheeks. And that's all I'm going to do. Just to give a little, like, dimension to my face. Actually, I'm going to use whatever's left on the sides of my nose. I like my nose. I don't really care to contour it usually. Then if you really want to, you can drag that color up here. That way it's kind of like balanced. And then I'm going to use the Too Faced Berries and Bubbly. And this is a really light blush. One of my favorite highlights. And when you do blush, you always want to start from the top and go down so you don't have a huge blotch of blush at the bottom. Want it to like be right on top of that line, right above it. Tapered, big fluffy. Just gonna kind of like blend up and out. And kind of like pat the excess into your apples of your cheeks. There, see how that works? Okay. I'm just gonna kind of clean up that eyeshadow right there. And on this side. Okay, now we're gonna go for a highlight. This is not really a 5-minute face, y'all. But I did talk a lot. Always do. And honestly, if I want to be really fast with brow gel, I'm going to take my Tarte. I'm going to dip my big spoolie into that thing so I can just be a little quicker. When you're in a rush, a big spoolie is helpful. And when you're running out of your product, you can also use a powder. A powder is really quick. You can even use an eyeshadow. I used to do that all the time. My eyebrows are done. I'm just gonna put on some mascara. My 16-minute face. Let's be positive today. Let's appreciate the time we have with our loved ones and our situations right now, whether it means we are unemployed but we get to spend more time with our families, or we're employed so thank God we're making money, or things are changing and you're learning that you maybe like it. Let's just be appreciative for what we have regardless of whether or not we feel like it's a good thing, because we have today. Hopefully we have tomorrow. We are lucky to have today.